here.
But this is going to be a hell of a set of a finals, right? Both of the 4-color black decks with extremely different takes are making the finals. Ben Katz eschewing traditional power cards like Lightning Bolt for synergistic cards like Sinkhole and Disc against Rubens' opposite take of playing literally the most powerful Mardu cards you could possibly squeeze into your deck into it. I'm excited for this match. It's finally no one's shopping. It's going to be a back and forth, an actual grind, an attrition fest, a grind fest. It's going to be freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Dave,
this is kind of an amazing outcome.
How do you want to do the raffle? Do you want to wait and do it later? Do you want to do it now? What do you want to do?
So I actually just pressed the draw winners button. And,
so we have winners.
I'm gonna run it. Just gonna announce them right now. Okay.
Awesome. All right.
This is in apparently it has spit them out in alphabetical order, by first name, but I'm gonna run the prize. Let's see. Can I do this? It's oh no, okay. It's I can make it in alphabetical order by prize. Okay, that's fine. So we'll do that. All right, here we go. So here are the winners of the raffle. The winner of the where'd it go? The Scrying's set spoiler poster. We had 3 posters donated by Slanfan, and the winners are Alland one of the posters. Matt Mucci from Neos won a poster, and Jeff Willard from the Beast of the Bay won a Scrying's poster. Congrats, guys. Winner of the Ankh of Mishra extension altar is Joao Moreira. The winner of the Beasts in the Bay swag pack with the jeweler's loop in it is Jason Shaw from the Toronto scene. The winner of the blue soul ring is let's see, is Ryan Lauria from Neos. The winner of the collector's edition Taiga is Sean Augeri from Neos. The winner of the Circle Protection Lobster, the Cop Red, altered by Park Cofield, is Mark Jonovich. The winner of the custom Rosewood deck box, donated by Justin Iskra, is Jason Shaw. Oh my gosh, this is a big one. The winner of the Divine. Oh, maybe I'll read this one last.
Yeah, save that and the hacks. The hacks
thing is okay. All right, skipping ahead. The winner of the Four Seasons factory altars, donated by Mike France, is Justin Dale. The winner of the Fraser Mox artist proof sketches, there were a ton of tickets bought for that. Hey Simon, good news, man! You won the Fraser Mox.
Wow.
APs.
Me?
Yeah, you.
What the fuck? Crazy, man.
Anyone deserves it, it's you. Oh my god, that's so awesome.
The winner of the Fraser Mox lapel pins is Greg Titcomb, the old school MTG Instagram guy. The winner of the Goblin themed Mountain Altar set is Zevin Oldelberg. Okay, the next one is the Hack Strip Mine Beer token. I'll save that. The winner of the Lebowski Source of Plowshares and the Dudes of Paradise stickers is Blazer. I don't know how to pronounce your actual name. I'm not even going to try. Blazer from Norway. You know who you are. The winner of the 2018 LobsterCon Shaman Ben Altar of Homerage Shaman is Jason Beaupre. The winner of the beta rulebook is Jonathan King. The winner of the Mox Sapphire painting, the watercolor painting done by Flippy from Germany, is Greg Titcomb. Man, Greg also won the Neon Felwar Stone altar.
Wow.
Yeah, he must have bought a lot of tickets.
He was in it to win.
And winners of Neos t-shirts. Christian Reinhard actually won 2 of them. And Don Perrion won an XL. Ryan Lauria won the Script Sprites Altar playset. The winner of the Skeleton Disenchant, donated by Cam Wall, is Adam Mercado. The winner of the Spectral Chaos pack is Mario Murhans on the Discord. The winner of the Stained Class Balance is Dakota Martinez from the Dudes of Paradise. The winner of the Swords to Plowshares Full Art Altar, donated by MG Altars, is Neos' own Scott Bradley. The winner of the Terror of the Lobster Altar is Brian Bogdan. The winner of the Underwater Earthquake is Ryan Loria. All right, that hacks beer tokens strip mine that entitles you to free beer if you go to events attended by the Hacks Club. That is going to Richard Boroshan. And finally, the winner of the Jeff Menges Divine Lobstering Altar is John Waklowski. So congratulations to all the winners. You should have an email in your box within the next couple hours. If you're not on the stream, the winners will be notified, and we'll get all those prizes out to you this week. And everyone who bought raffle tickets, thank you very, very much. We really, really appreciate your participation. Everyone who bought a raffle ticket gets a stamped revised disenchant with the LobstercoM 2020 charity raffle stamp on it and a Neos sticker. So everyone gets a little something. And we raised over 6K from the raffle, which is just absolutely insane. This has been just an amazing experience all the way around, and a really just humbling thing to see the outpouring of support from the entire community. So congrats to all the winners, and thanks everyone for being a part of this.
Yeah, a lot of multiple winners there. I just want to point out Jason Shaw is a multiple winner. I don't know you personally, Jason, but I feel like you deserve it. I see you with your Righteous Swords of Destruction deck that you submitted for this tournament.
Oh yeah.
That plays a pile of walls and Glyph of Destruction to go with Sword of the Ages and Righteousness. We see you, okay? You deserve it, my friend.
All right, let's get Rubens and Ben back in here, and we can play the finals. How about that?
Yeah.
Sounds like a decent idea.
Oh, and one request, Simon, that Rubens has is that he wants to be identified as from Brazil on the display instead of the USA.
Yeah.
He lives in the US, but he's Brazilian.
I'm gonna step away for like 1 minute, okay?
Yeah, sure. Rubens and Z-Tech. All right, man, I'm excited about this.
Yeah, now we have the finals. Crazy. So let's see. Brazil is BR, I think is their international code.
Okay.
So I'm really looking forward to getting my loot. I was only thinking that I would get the disenchant, and I thought, okay, send that to Denmark. It's going to be awesome. But now,
yeah,
that was crazy.
I got him. I've got him right here. Sean Argary donated those, and yeah, they're really nice. The Fraser sketches.
Yeah. Yeah, they are beautiful.
Comments. Fixing voice. Just had some lucky tickets, I guess.
Yeah. Yes. But let's see, what can I do? If I do like this, it's wrong in every way, but I can start doing the text.
should.
I walk upstairs.
I sent messages to the place.
I walk upstairs and I just hear my son going, "Mommy, why did you marry Daddy?" I don't know what that came
on
from.
on days like this.
Yeah,
on days like this, I'm sure
was prior to that, but it can't be good for me.
She wonders.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we're all in trouble after this weekend.
Yeah, we're all fresh out of wife credits.
Okay, here come the players.
Hey guys,
Gentlemen.
What's up, guys?
all right, this is it. Just shuffle up and get ready, and we'll give you a thumbs up, I guess, Dave.
I'm just
yeah, and it's best of 3, to be clear.
Yeah, perfect.
okay.
Okay, cool.
Just this sideboarding here, just 1 sec.
Yeah,
Sure.
no worries. Take your time. But we're gonna jump up into the commentary layer, and you guys can start whenever you're ready.
And then change your country to BR.
Oh, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I have some friends watching. They're going on about it.
Yeah.
What's up, Rubens? How you doing, man?
Hey there.
It's been a while.
Yeah, we played before, right?
I don't think we played before, but we were in some room a lot over GloryCon weekend.
Yeah, that's right. And you're playing.
All right, so
you're
they're
playing
shuffling.
something that's kind of,
I keep forgetting that we're actually on the air, but we are. We should probably say something. I don't know. Gun to my head. Oh shit! Hold on.
He's got to nerf. He's got to nerf the player sound on the stream, I think.
For sure.
Yeah. They're down.
Just taking a second.
Hey, no problem.
There we go. There we go.
Okay. So it's a black. It's kind of a black on black finals here. Really, they're both 4-color black decks, obviously, because they splash a lot of stuff. I think Rubens is definitely the favorite, especially game 1 as one of Ben's tricks, the disc. Rubens has the Sedge Trolls to fight through anyway. And let's see, where was Ben on the... So he was on the sword side of the Disenchant Swords take, so that's very good for him. So these decks are almost the same, except for disc plus sinkhole, where Ben has, and then Rubens has...
I'm back.
All good.
You were saying...
Mute. Sorry. He popped back in the... So Ben has sinkhole plus disc, where Rubens has bolt plus maybe a couple other bigger creatures, or like Inspector, basically. And I guess Ben has a couple of smaller creatures in those Pump Knights, but similar decks. Again, I've said it ad nauseum at this point. Rubens went for pure power and went for synergy, which I think is going to put him at a disadvantage in game 1 here. But we'll see how it plays out. Who's actually the higher seed in this?
Rubens, I think it's. Did we end up with?
Yeah, he is.
Rubens is the 6th seed, and Ben Katz is the 7th seed.
Yep. So Rubens is on the play. Yeah, he's decidedly favored in game 1, I think. Not huge, but maybe like 60-40 or something. We've all won worse matchups than that in our day, though. So there's no, especially in old school when Mind Twist, Library, and Ancestral fix all ailments.
Yeah, I've got a giant screen here so I can fit everything on it, so it's all
When do the Bills play today? At 1?
They're playing right now. Yeah, it's.
yeah, how this one's gonna go. This one's
It is 0-0 according to my phone. So.
Yeah.
All right.
Who's first seed? Is it?
Pretty.
That's why I put the jersey on at 1.
Yeah. I was gonna say you weren't wearing that before, right? They're supposed to be pretty solid. Like they actually could win the division this year in a Brady-less. I know.
It's not. The Bills.
I'm not
Bills
a
have
true
a
Bills.
window here. Their entire front office has been building the roster for 2020, and of course, they finally get to a place where they're pretty good, and we get hit by a global pandemic. And that's life as a Bills fan, basically.
Thankfully, the season's still happening at least, right? 'Cause
Yeah,
otherwise-
yeah. Knock on wood. Nothing. I know nothing is for granted. So
Right.
Yeah, I'm good.
What was that weird? Oh, he's counting a sideboard. I'm like, what was Rubens doing there, laying out like?
he was saying he had to deboard.
Yeah.
Oh, he's rocking the DC Derelors shirt. I like that.
I was watching a little bit of your last match. It was
DC Derelors, Dice City Games, Jimmy Cooney's store in the greater. I think it's technically in Maryland, but it's in the greater DC.
Yeah, it's in
area.
like Silver Spring or Wheaton or something.
Yeah. It's right around the corner from that really good.
Good place.
Yeah. What the hell's the name of that place? I always forget.
It's a Peruvian chicken spot. I don't know. It's really
Right, whatever. But the ones, the Peruvian chicken with the spices and the green sauce, that shit is so good. One of my absolute favorite foods.
I'm really looking forward to when I can go to the States again.
Oh, Simon, you're muted on the layer.
Oh, yeah.
Skelly in play. I mean, obviously, everyone kind of knew what you were alluding to when you making.
So at least the audience could hear me. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to coming to the States. I'm going to attend some of your tournaments. And it's going to be awesome.
I completely understand that, but
I can't wait to. I'd love to get back to Europe, of course, after all this is over.
Yeah.
I know the Danish scene is super strong. You guys have so much going on all the time, and would love to see you at one of the Danish tournaments, or I want to go to the Netherlands and get to some of those tournaments. Obviously, want to go back to NoobCon. A lot of plans, but yeah, I mean, we would love to. In general, I look forward to the day where we can welcome the world to Boston again. And September is a beautiful time of year. That's why we do LobsterCon, and usually mid to late September, and this weekend's no exception. It's beautiful, and we'd love to have everybody here.
Yeah.
Hoping for next year. I have the venue on hold. We just rolled the deposit forward to next year. So September 18th. If things in the world change sufficient to enable us to do it, September 18th next year is the day for actual LobsterCon.
Oh, that would be awesome.
All right, we're off and running here. Rubens has a Lotus and passes the turn.
And Ben Katz draws the best possible card in his opener, Mox Jet. Let's see what he can do with it.
Well, these are both him decks, right? So
Enabled order and him on turn one.
Land Lotus, huh?
Is he counting? Does he have Lotus? For Mind Twist too? What's he counting?
I'm gonna sink your land.
Just sinkhole. Okay. No possible response to that, so let's move on here.
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, you could bolt in response, but I wouldn't advise it.
I'm gonna strip
No.
They're both doing the trade lands play. I don't know if I like that out of Rubens, because unless he's land heavy, because Katz does have the sinkholes to kind of break that parity. I don't know. And he still has Ben still has the Mox Jet, so he's not going to ever be black screwed. Like,
I'm gonna pass back to you.
so he just plays strip and says go. Let's see if Katz has another swamp. He definitely does, because he's playing too many mana sources, so he always is going to have the black. He's playing the full 4 Badlands, 4 Undergrounds, 4 Scrublands, 4 City of Brass, plus Jet, 17 black mana source mana base, which, and in addition to 27 total mana sources out of his deck, it feels a little heavy to me. I'd love to shave 1 or 2 of those,
Up to you.
but it's helping him here. When Rubens decides to strip mine him, the fact that he's a little bit heavy is nothing but helpful. What did he get? Disenchant and land, I think. I guess it doesn't matter a ton.
Looks like it's got the land frame.
Pass back to you.
Yeah, it does.
Wow.
Strip and play.
And he's got a strip, so the next couple lands are.
If you're Rubens, don't you just want strip mine and play right now? I know some more things have happened, but like, you also know the deck list at this point, right? Like Sinkhole,
Could still go like land. Well, I guess not.
Balance.
Oh, Spectre. Awesome.
If he's
Balance would have been cool there.
Yeah, balance would have been sweet.
But Ben has a million ways to kill. Oh no, he doesn't, because he doesn't play lightning bolt, so he knows.
I was just pulling up Ben's list to make sure he didn't.
He
have
only had
lightning bolt.
swords in his main deck. So
He has
he
4
has to have
swords main. Yeah.
And now he has
If he
access to
doesn't
the white
have
man.
sword, this is humongous.
Ben is, like, he has 4 bolts, but in his
It's insane.
sideboard. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
crazy.
His deck's insane. He's basically playing sinkhole main over lightning bolt.
I mean, he's in the finals, so obviously we're wrong.
He knows something we don't, obviously.
Yeah.
I'll strip.
Okay.
Play a chaos orb.
This is a pretty big chaos orb flip.
Okay, go for it.
Ben's pretty good at flips, though. So
Higher.
Higher, all the way up.
the nerves.
Wow.
Not even no
No
hesitation.
When I
Like a
wait,
laser.
if I do it nice and quick, I'm usually fine. If I have to wait and hem and haw about what,
If you think about it, you're screwed. It's
just
over.
do your thing.
Yeah.
Just don't. I don't even hold it up. I just go like this, lift it, drop it, move on with my life. I don't
Lift
even
it, and
wait
before you stop, just kind of let it go.
I don't even let my opponent say, "Oh, that's a foot." I just fucking do it. If I have to even wait, yeah,
Fuck you. I know what a foot is.
right. Even if it's 11 or 4, who gives a shit? Like we're all right.
Yeah, exactly.
So Ben could play a Juhzhms here and just absolutely slam the door shut. He doesn't have one. He's flooded a little. Rubens screwed a little, albeit mostly because of Ben's land destruction spells. Wow, he's almost going to ultimate screw Rubens. 2 cards in hand, no permanence in play. The ultimate screw, me and Jamie used to play for ultimate screw, where you have no permanence, no hand, no nothing. And Rubens
Call
is
that
pretty.
a flawless victory.
Oh,
There's
he
the
got the
balance. Holy oh.
Yeah, I like it.
Wow.
All right, so this is over. This is
But
just over.
Ben gonna cast a threat in this game? Like
I don't know. Like Rubens has to play Ancestral for this to not be over at this point. So, oh, there it is.
there's the
Juhzhms.
threat.
That's a pretty good threat.
Yep.
Yeah.
Back to you.
19.
And
mighty cow.
Showing us how it's done.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh, casual 5/5 for 4.
I'm gonna play City of Brass and I'll say go.
City of Brass. I mean, Rubens does have plows. I mean, he can play a white land and play a plow and not be actually dead.
What was in Rubens' opener that he keeps the hand with like land, lotus, nothing?
He had another land. He had a strip mine or something, right?
Yeah.
Ah, the old demonic tutor. What's he getting here? Play. I would bet my kingdom.
Call.
Yeah.
Cards in hand.
There's no other cards to get, right? Like there's
Cole,
just
do it.
Oh, sinkhole. I missed. You went out a little bit there. I thought that was the end of you saying ancestral recall, but it was actually you saying sinkhole.
What's Sinkhole? Just kill his land.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Just to show off.
Yeah. Just to win. Like, what are you
Maybe
gonna?
it's one of those situations where you do demonic tutor for sinkhole.
Because you got his balance. Like, he's not gonna stop the Juhzuhms Jin in like 3 turns if you kill this land.
Twist you for 4.
Mind twist your life. Okay, fine.
Oh, he had enough mana to mind twist the full amount. Almost ultimate screw. He needs to draw. Oh, he can't do it now.
Counter the other one. Okay, 17, I'm at 10.
I don't know. I grab the sinkhole there. I rub it in.
No, I didn't realize that mind twist for all of his cards was a play. That's
It's on the table. Yeah, I thought mind twist already happened, or I don't know.
Sedge Troll. Jesus
Either way.
Christ. How insane would balance be though if he didn't have it and he rips balance and kills the whole board and he's actually ahead because he has a mox now.
I'll vote you. You got it.
Cast lightning bolt. I'm dead. Okay. So now Ben wins the game when I know that Sinkhole did some heavy lifting there and clearly, strutted its stuff, but like I think those are all not for this world anymore. They're all going out for the bolts to kill so we can kill specters. Like he has to be able to kill specters.
He needs an answer for the turn 1 specter for sure.
So let's see. Rubens all the artifact removal. Like so the interesting thing is with discs and disenchants, I think Ben just cuts discs, right?
And that was a
Because Rubens has trolls. I think he has to.
Sorry, I didn't get
I think a couple, at least 2, if not all 3 discs
Right.
come out.
Maybe keep 1 disc just for a rainy day, but at least 2 discs go. Divine Offering
The
goes.
bolts have to come in.
Yes.
The balance has to come in, I think.
Yes,
Yeah.
balance comes in. Maybe the red blasts come in because now it's going to be a bolt war and
I don't know. I don't know if blasts for either of them are.
I mean, I don't know. I just think they might be better than sinkhole, but I mean,
The blasts feel so marginal.
Right. So very clearly four bolts, and I'm pretty sure balance come in. So that's 5 cards. You could cut 2 sinkholes, 2 to 3 sinkholes, and 2 to 3 discs for that. Oh, and Divine Offering is probably gone too. Let's look at
the Divine should go. But then again, we saw his fragile mana base.
Yeah.
With the whites, because he's going to rely on the extra Swords to Plowshares from the sideboard and the Spirit Link maybe. But if you can keep him off white, then yeah, I think I'd do it. So keep the sinkholes in.
Keep the sinkholes in and just try and mana screw him a little bit. Like what does he actually have in his board that he wants? He wants the 4th swords.
Yeah, maybe the Spirit Link.
He might want a Spirit Link. He doesn't. I don't think he cares about greed here because these decks are both pretty aggressive. He doesn't.
Yeah.
Oh, Tome is actually okay. Just to break parity. Falling Star, medium. What is that black card on the bottom? It's Terror. Okay. Oh, and Maze of Ith. He wouldn't mind having a Maze of Ith, I guess.
Yeah.
But he might not want to bring that in against Sinkhole. So he doesn't have a lot to bring in. His sideboarding is a lot less interesting.
Yeah.
Rubens. It's Ben's. He's just gonna like fine tune his 75. Probably, bring in a couple of cards. And Ben's is the interesting one.
Yeah.
So I mean, maybe it's just as simple as maybe just cut all the discs and 2 of the sinkholes for the 4 bolts and the balance. Oh, and the Divine Offering. So maybe you keep 3 sinkholes, like you said, Simon. Maybe that's.
I think I would do that at least.
Disenchant's even worse against Rubens because he only has 3 Mistress Factories.
Yeah.
So it's just like it doesn't have those white artifact removal spells do even less here than they normally would. I think it's safe to just go disenchantless against Rubens. I think I'm fine doing that.
Yeah.
And then the question really is, do you care about Blast over the sinkholes or something? Which I don't know. Maybe on the draw you do, and on the play you don't. It could be something like that. But this doesn't really seem tempo-y, right? This is not a tempo matchup. This is a matchup of attrition. And in those situations, Sinkhole is just like not the best card. Like you can randomly screw somebody like you did there, but I feel like that's less likely than
Is it random though, or is it like the plan? I don't know. I love land destruction.
Yeah, but he's not but he doesn't have like he's not playing turn 1 guy, turn 2 guy, turn 3 guy into it, Like, and Ruben's deck has a pile of 1 mana removal spells that he can cast even off 1 and 2 lands. It just feels like you're going to feel real bad when you draw that on turn 8 when it could have been a blast that kills a bolt on your Juhzuhms or something, There's a world where you want to just keep him honest and keep a couple in, because the DFB school of Magic, where you always need more ways to kill a random factory and a library.
You need 4 or 5 effects. Yeah.
So maybe he keeps a couple of them in. Maybe he cuts all the discs and 2 or 3 sinkholes, keeping 1 or 2 in for 4 bolts, balance, and like half a blast, something like that.
I did think about it.
Yeah.
That's probably where I am now. I think
I think
the most interesting thing is those discs. I think you just absolutely have to cut them, and I think that Ben knows that. We're about to find out. It also is interesting for Rubens because if he has discs, sure they have some kind of Sedge Troll disc parity, but Rubens is somewhat incentivized to keep some disenchants in his deck that otherwise are kind of medium because of these discs. So, I guess that is a little trickier for Rubens, right? What does he do with his disenchants? A lot of layers here, a lot of gaming, a lot of like wondering what the other person's going to do and trying to level their strategy here. It's not just as simple as I'm bringing in X and Y.
Right.
I'm playing.
And they have full transparency too, so there's that
Right.
kind of intricate, almost like Princess Bride style, I know that with the poison cup, you know what I'm talking about? Like
They are the friends. They don't know that we know that they know that we know.
exactly.
I'm gonna keep this one.
So we're going to find out what's going on here. Rubens on the play is... Oh, so they both kept their hands, and Rubens is already on the play playing Swamp Mox Go. Okay. And also was highly aided that last round by drawing his Mox Jet. That was hugely important. We've been saying it a ton today and even yesterday that Mox Jet is so important in these him decks. And Ben has been pretty good at drawing that thing so far.
Steady Go. Kind of a slow one.
Yeah, these are going to be slower matchups. Like they're not fully powered with all the Mox.
Neither of them have rituals. Yeah.
Right. They're just going to be like trade removal spells and see if they can position themselves better. All right, so that's not long for this world, clearly. It's just which removal spell does Ben want to use for it? Does he have a choice? Does he have to just, play the one he has in his hand now?
I just noticed something interesting about this matchup. These are both him decks, and both of them are using the full 4 wizard art him. That is, they have the same choice of art. Some people like to mix up their play sets. Some people use the correct art, which is the circle hymn. These guys, we have 8 hymns, and all 8 are the wizard art from Quentin Hoover.
Hold on, I want to come back to this, but I also want to we can't let go. That's an important point you're making, albeit wrong. But what's happening now is the Spectre is doing work. Ben Katz, and Ben doesn't have a removal spell, which might just be an actual game. Instead, he played a garbage sinkhole that doesn't do anything. When if that sinkhole, I'm sure he brought in the bolts. Like, let's be honest, he brought him in. But okay, disenchant. Like he has a hand full of middling reactive cards that don't do a lot here. He needs to draw a bolt or a swords to kill this hippie.
But
on
he
the hop.
boarded in the disenchants. Why?
I have 3.
Oh, he has no. He might have brought in 1 disenchant for the divine offering. I mean, that even makes sense. What is? Yeah. What are we missing here?
Managed to get Chad up in arms about him arts, which is all I really wanted to do.
Chat's probably calling you out for your shenanigans.
If I had a signed Quentin Hoover, I would prefer that any day. But I have signed Liz Danforth's set, so
exactly.
Yeah.
Quentin Hoover signed probably trumps all, right?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
All right, so Ben's doing what he can do to fight back here, ancestraling into presumably a bolt and not a red land to cast it. So he's going to have to take 1 more hit from that Spectre and hope that it doesn't pull his bolt. That's my guess. That bolt would be so good now. He could kill either of these insane creatures.
I'll take a...
Even Blue Blast would be insane right now. Not insane, but it'd be a lot better than Disenchant.
He could have a swords now.
Wow, so did Ben? He must have just ripped Ancestral, right? Because
rip Ancestral, cast it, draw 3, go.
Right, you don't play a land go. You don't give him a chance to pull Ancestral with that Spectre so you can turn to Sinkhole, do you? Does he have the balls to do that? I don't think he does. Against a him deck too? No way. So he had to rip Ancestral.
I'm going to swords your second.
It's the swords. That's the GloryCon swords.
Is he killing? Okay, so he must have the bolt, just like we called, and he's hoping that it doesn't get pulled.
He doesn't hit bolt. This is a dangerous game.
Right.
I guess 6, 1 and 6.
1 and 6.
The 6 one.
6. The bolt. It's what?
But I mean, he has 3 lands, and Rubens has a mock, so it's not the absolute end of. Oh, now it's probably the end of the world.
My goodness. Was a hit there.
Yeah.
Ollie.
He probably has his own. So now he has to decide, does he want to take 5 or bolt this Spectre? Just Kingdom for a Mox. Do both. So he's gonna play the Juhzuhms to block and take another hit.
What more could I ask for in the finals of my tournament?
Yeah. So many Juhzuhms on the board. There's probably no card that you want to have a pile of and play higher on your list than Juhzuhms, right?
Oh, absolutely. It would have been cool to see Joe Bacheco's Azure Drakes on cam, but
Sure.
yeah, Juhzuhms facing off in the finals.
I think
Like
it's
everyone's-
the most card.
Everyone's crying about these robots. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
This can only end one way.
Can't they read Juhzuhms Jin? It says 5/5 right on the bottom of the card. All those
5 for
robots
4 mana.
Right, all those robots are 4/4s.
Go to 9.
Oh god. So the balance is gone. That is really
Roll on a 5 and a 6, okay?
not a lot Ben can do at this point. What was that card? Sedge Troll?
Yeah.
He probably still has the bolt. He can at least play a bolt here and have a factory up and still be hanging around, but at pretty low life. I think he's at 9 right now. Play that Badlands real quick so he doesn't have to take a damage from his city to play this bolt that's been hanging out in his hand. Oh, he doesn't have a bolt.
Such
Troll. He doesn't play specters either. That's one of the differences. He plays basically.
that's right.
He plays
That's right,
orders
that's right.
over specters to give him some modicum of like a curvy tempo-ishness to his deck.
Yeah, I
you know?
mean, order is great early and great late. So
Right.
yeah, it is amazing how similar these builds are, and yet how very different they are.
Yeah.
I'm gonna swords the Sedge Troll.
That resolves. Gain
Yeah.
3. If he has a bolt here, he is doing okay. If he doesn't have a bolt here, he's in serious
I don't
trouble.
think he has a bolt here.
I don't think so either.
He sure isn't acting like he has a bolt.
I mean, if I'm him, I think I would have swords. If he doesn't have a bolt, I would have swords at Spectre 4 turns ago when he chose to
Yeah.
swords the troll.
Let's go. Odds are even.
Yep, no bolt.
Sure, this will be odds. This will be.
Yeah.
No
And now
bolt.
what
He's
is
going to
he-
be trying to block the factory. Why would
How he
try to
loses a Juhzum. Would have liked to cast that.
Pass it back to you.
I feel like when you try to block factory there, like I mean, he probably has a bolt, but like whatever, you don't need the mana.
Yeah.
22.
You can't.
Present hand.
I have 3.
Spectre showing is true. A lot of people in old school, me one of them, probably slightly underrates Hypnotic Spectre because it just dies. A million 1-mana cards
Yeah.
to kill. That's
If
great.
they don't have it, you win the game.
Like you just win the game, right? Like so. What's he at? 5? He's going to go down to 1. That City of Brass is going to get turned off, and he's basically dead. This is 97-3 at this point.
Yep.
He already even drew his ancestral and his balance. It's actually 100-0. I think this is 100%. Or nothing's ever 100% because like
Okay, I'm
who even knows what timeline we're on, right? Like somebody could cast some card that we don't even know existed and win the game, right? Because we're on some alternate.
We've seen all the best cards in Ben's deck.
Yep, I go to 1. Guess I should have,
Is your dead Beb? Yeah, I those blasts. I am so skeptical. It's just so hard for them to line up in this matchup.
It
Both of
is.
these
I
guys.
agree. They're not great, but neither is Sinkhole. So it's like it's a close. I think maybe Sinkhole's just better because of Factory and because Rubens, as Simon has pointed out multiple times, is really getting greedy with his colors.
I think Sinkhole's always going to line up with a relevant target, and the blast just might not.
Yeah, I agree.
I wouldn't doubt he maybe has like literally 1 Sinkhole and 1 Blast in his deck right now, and he happened to draw them both. But it has to go with that, or there's those disenchants. I don't know what that disenchant's doing, but I think probably Sinkhole is better than that for sure.
Well, hey, we get our game 3 here. This is a exciting thing to happen in the finals. They get some time to to kind of second guess their board choices.
Yeah.
I don't know if there are any board decisions that change like play versus draw. Probably not.
Sinkhole's the only one, right? Like, he's more incentivized to play these sinkholes on the play. So if he was ever gonna, maybe he went. Though we did see one sinkhole out of him in that game, but maybe he's going a little heavier on sinkhole for this game on the play. But this thing, the thing about this is that after sideboard with all this cheap removal, this is just 100% a battle of attrition and having your threats or having your answers line up well against your opponent's threats. And I just don't love it there. It's just a question of whether I love Red Blue Blast more. I don't know. It's very close. I honestly think there's a world. It's probably not quite enough, but there's half a chance that I would almost choose to draw in this matchup. It's that much of a battle of attrition. I don't think that I quite would do that, pull the trigger, but it's real close. Like
Yeah.
I mean they don't have, nobody has the draw sevens, right? So like it's really Mind Twist, but Mind Twist is going to happen kind of regardless. So maybe you do choose to draw. Like tempo here is just not much of a thing. I could see that.
Rubens does have a wheel.
Rubens does have wheel? Okay.
Yeah, that's one.
That alone probably makes it crazy. Just to give him the out to play like Lotus Land Wheel or something. You can't do that.
Like the Dolphins scored, which is just unacceptable.
Dolphins playing the Bills. Dolphins scored. Gross. Is Fitzgerald the quarterback of the Dolphins? I mean Fitzpatrick?
Yeah.
Is he back? He's back. Oh my god.
Literally Harvard quarterback, basically my age, wears his wedding ring, quarterback for every team in the AFC East except for the Patriots, but at this point.
It's insane. It's absolutely insane, his road.
I'm a big fan. I like Fitz.
What a nice little life he's built for himself, right?
100%, yeah.
Amazing. And he's been in some big moments and he's played some huge games too. Like, you know, he's obviously had some horrible games and been cut and been moved around and whatever. He's had some stretches where, I mean, he was like a top 5 fantasy starter for 6 weeks a few years ago. You know, like he was throwing like 4 touchdowns a game.
6 weeks is the key. I mean, he's very streaky. He runs so hot and cold. Like one of the most inconsistent and maddening quarterbacks if he's on your team. But he can always give you a chance too, which is why he's still starting.
Exactly. Usually, right. He usually doesn't, you know, just lose you games like the Jameis Winstons of the world, you know, like he doesn't just throw 5 picks.
Oh, he can throw 5 picks. That's the thing. He can run that cold.
Can he really?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's a roller coaster. All right.
This is it for all the marbles.
Yeah,
One
this is
game.
it.
Black.
3-way cut going into game 3.
Let's hope we have no mulligans and a real match of Magic. So far, we've seen no librarying out of these guys. That's pretty cool so far because that's a absolute. It's probably the best card to draw. I mean, in general, it is, but especially in these attrition-based matchups. Ben mulliganing on the play. Rubens looks like he's keeping. I don't know.
He's got to go find Mox Jet.
You're right. Or as he keeps mulliganing, Mox Jet becomes less important, and Ancestral and Balance and Tutor become more important. He really should be playing a Brain Geyser in his deck, though. He knows that. I'm going to talk to him about it after the match. I've talked to him about this. He bounces ideas. We bounce ideas off each other sometimes. I've told him about this Brain Geyser. He needs to be playing it. All right, so Rubens is clearly keeping at this point.
Yeah, Rubens is tabbed out. He's checking the New York Times.
Right.
Like whatever.
Exactly. This one feels over. Okay.
Soul Ring's a nice card to see in your opener.
Decent start.
And yeah, this is the third game in the finals, so the last game.
This is it.
This is it for everything.
Factory go.
I don't know. He played his factor to the side, which makes me think he has a Mox.
He's got something, yeah, or two,
Yeah.
but not the on color Moxes.
He's not. He has no on color. I mean, I guess he's playing blue and white cards, but not the ones.
Yeah,
he
obviously he can. Yeah, but no, like
he
no
could
jet.
disenchant Soul Ring right now, which I would clearly do in his shoes.
Guys, now you got
Lotus, Mind Twist. Is this how it's going to go down?
What?
We're just slow playing.
If he, if he actually has Mind Twist, he should lose the tournament because this slow play is egregious.
No, he'll literally cast any card in his deck right now.
Okay, he doesn't have Mind Twist. Thank God.
Or does he?
Juhzuhms, Time Walk. What are you doing, Rubens?
He just has it all. It's one of those situations where you're like, wow, I really have it all and I don't want to punt this.
I want
Just
this
a
feeling to
drink.
last. Okay, yeah, sure. Time Walk.
Sorry, like this.
Is that too?
I can leave it like that.
No, he's just changing his mana. I guess it doesn't really matter which. Juhzam. That's what Ben was hoping to do. Lay an early Juhzam.
Love it.
So Ben does not have white mana to go with any potential swords in his deck. Rubens does have a white to cast the swords that he draws. Talk about a matchup where control magic would be insane, right? None of these guys have control magic. All the disenchants are gone. No one's really bringing in any blasts. Control magic would just be absolutely absurd here. I guess it's hard. It's hard for Rubens to cast it, but Ben could probably squeeze a couple into his sideboard.
Play a swamp and pass back to you.
All right, so they trade Juhzams. That's good for Ben, I think.
I think so too. He wants the game to go longer. He's got to develop a little bit more.
Yeah, and
He
he has
has
4
all the
juices. So he's
Right, and he has more Juhzams. Great
Yes,
for you.
Juhzum advantage.
Yeah.
That's a great point, Simon. Love it.
Back to you.
Ruben says go without playing a land. He has access to no red mana. Ben rips Ancestral Recall. This is a match. This is a match all of a sudden.
Absolutely.
After that mulligan. That was a very, very important Juhzam to get off the board for Rubens.
Ooh, see, sinkhole. You can compound your other.
Juhzam. Rubens needs the swords. He needs it. Or balance would be absurd, obviously.
Sword and pass.
Naked Orb is not the
Activate.
worst.
He's going to get one
Yeah.
hit.
It's not the worst.
How insane is balance here, though? Oh, my God.
Balance is gross. 4,
I will say Ben is insane at
5,
throwing in.
5, obviously.
yeah. So now we can see the disenchant is missing. Yeah,
Right.
I take that on my shoulders and say I'm sorry.
No, I'm with you, man. I'm with you. It's pretty safe in this game 3 to let your Chaos Orb sit out there. No one's disenchanting in response.
Yeah.
All right, so Rubens ripped a land, turns on his entire deck, any color he needs. I mean, this would be absolutely brutal, though, if Ben did have his, like, one random disenchant that he has hiding out
I'm
to kill the Chaos Orb.
gonna kill sword, okay? And the juice.
Resolves?
Yeah, okay.
Doesn't have it.
Resolves.
This is a big flip, the biggest flip of the tournament. Ready? Woo, it almost slid off. It almost slid off. Woo.
That slide.
Yeah.
You gotta play. These guys are both using more modernish play mats. Yeah, I purposely use like the old spell groundy type of mats just because
They've got a little more grip.
they
Yeah.
grip. Right, they grip a lot. I think that's important.
Underrated part of the strategy for sure.
Right, always looking for every angle. Okay, another. I mean, this is a real battle.
Am I 12 or
Yeah.
11?
When you guys flip, do you flip like this way or that way?
I
I put
actually
it horizontal.
Yeah, I
put the
have the
target
card
at
on
the-
the table or the card on the
Target I
table,
put
and then
horizontal.
yeah. Just
I flip weird. I put the card down just like you did, like how it would be if it was untapped in front of me, and then I flip my board the other way.
Yeah.
It's weird. I don't do it that way, or most people don't do it that way.
I've never seen that.
So him, what did he get? Mox, and I don't know what. That's a big threat because Rubens clearly doesn't have a swords unless he's drawn one in the last turn. All right, now Rubens has caught up on mana. He can do anything he wants. It's going to be a Sedge Troll battle. And are those 18 to 9? Those are the life totals?
Yeah.
Rubens
18 to 9.
Yeah. Ben's at 18. Rubens is at
so Ben,
12.
last card in Ben's hand was the swords. So he's going to get to attack for 5 here.
Yep. He has yeah, he can activate, he can regenerate the troll. Rubens has 2 cards.
Rubens has 2. Ben has 1. I think you still just attack with the factory.
Yeah. He's at 12. Like, go.
The chance are long gone. If you eat a bolt, you eat a bolt. Like, what are you going to do?
Absolutely. He doesn't have anything.
Yeah. If he plays Juhzuhms right here with his last 4 mana.
Yeah, he's pondering it at least.
I mean, he would slam it if he had it. So I wonder what he's pondering. Is he pondering a sinkhole? Maybe he's like, I don't want to waste a sinkhole on a random land and wait in case you draw a factory or, you know, something that does something. It feels like he's probably on sinkhole or maybe actual disenchant and he didn't want to kill a mana source. Probably that. And Ben's firmly in the driver's seat at this point.
Absolutely.
He's probably not. He's probably something like 70, 77, 23.
78%.
78.
80, we say 81. I don't know.
He's too high. No way. Well, that's a pretty good card. Take a point.
Yeah.
Go to 6.
Stabilized pretty well with that. How many bolts did Ben board in?
I mean, as many as he had. I would play up to like 17 bolts. So I would imagine he probably brought in all 4.
You would, but he starts 0 bolts main deck, so
Right.
clearly we have a difference of opinion here.
Play an order.
Is that an order?
Yeah.
Pre-combat order, or he's just not
I
attacking.
think he might just him. What order?
Sinkhole.
Oh, it was a sinkhole last turn.
Yeah. Okay,
So that
you
was
red sword.
clearly that was the right call. It was a sinkhole that he was waiting to maybe kill the factory with, but
He
you know,
doesn't.
now,
Yeah.
If he plays factory right now, okay, not factory. Is a
It's a
specter?
hippie. Yeah, it's a hippie.
Doesn't do a whole lot, although it
No.
does block Mishra
It
Factory.
chumps a turn.
Oh, he has the land to play to give the order first strike.
So you can make the order for 1 first strike. Yeah.
We can trade trade the order for both creatures. Or no, the hippie wouldn't die. But like whatever, he can trade.
He can profitably attack with the order.
for the send gear. I mean, that's so big. Drawing that black source was
Yeah,
fucking
that was amazing.
He was so live though. He draws the only card he doesn't want to draw is a non-black mana source, right? So any removal spell, any creature, anything is fine. Any Brain Geyser. Oh, I guess he doesn't play Brain Geyser. I mean, yeah, you have to just jump here, I think.
Jump.
Yeah,
Keep your-
that's all you can do, and then you can maybe string some time walk shenanigans together. Attack, time walk, wheel. You know, there's a lot of things he could do here. I guess if he actually just kills the order, that's enough. Any fireball or bolt would be enough to stabilize ish.
That would be enough.
Could be enough. don't think you attack with everything here, because if he rips a removal spell, or you max pump out.
No, you don't want to throw. You just attack with the order. You don't want to throw.
Because if you
Guards away,
you tap all your black mana, you also leave yourself open to getting that Sedge Troll killed, which would be an absolute disaster for him. I think you just force him to have a Lightning Bolt.
Yeah,
right now.
he needs all 5 black mana up to.
If he doesn't have Lightning Bolt, it's just over. Unless, again, barring Time Walk into a Wheel of Fortune, into whatever shenanigans.
Pump resolves.
Damage.
Damage.
You go to 3.
And my beer is gone.
Oh, he hymns. Wow. What is that? Him and
him. Yeah.
So this is it. This is for everything. Bolt, swords.
I don't think so.
Blocker.
Chump
Okay.
blocker.
So he gets to live for one more turn.
Technically dead.
So now, so he absolutely has to block the order at this point. But if he attacks with all 3, then he can block Spectre. Oh no, he has to block the order and the Sedge Troll. So you actually can. Oh no, you can attack with both, right? Because you can max pump. Yeah, that's fine. You can attack with everything and put him to 1.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit risky though. I would just keep the order and.
I want to fire this guy up.
But if he does, like he has no cards in hand now, so you have all perfect information. So
He's
if he
going.
attacks,
That's right. You're not worried about any tricks or anything.
the factory's getting through. He's going to put him to 1. He has to block. He doesn't have to regenerate the.
Best you can do is block the Sedge Troll with a Sengir.
Right, like all these blocks are the same. It's just which creature does he want to lose? So I guess he can just block the order with the
Hippie.
with the hippie and go to 1.
I'm going to
Regenerate for a strike.
strike
Yeah.
and regen.
Okay.
Go to 1. He keeps the Sengir to block another day.
Zero damage resolves.
Yeah, I'm at 1.
And then what's he gonna rip?
And you're up.
I don't think Rubens has any outs here. Ancestral is his only out into a bunch of cards.
And back to you.
And he's really good at this, mind game, Ruben.
Yeah.
Where he actually
He's been around the block. He has some Pro Tour experience. He's played a lot of different kinds of Magic in his life. He's not going to give it away. He's going to make
He's rock solid. Yeah.
You got it, man. Congrats.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're so close.
Man.
Oh, let's go.
Wait, let's hop down there.
Yeah. I'm gonna go off of or mute the other thing.
Yeah, I had all the Sangers, but not good enough.
Yeah, just had one too many answers for you. The sinkholes in game 1.
Brutal, yeah, that was sick. Yeah, but you also had the discard, so I was pinched for everything on game 1. I thought that this one balance could be an out, but during the whole time I was trying to find a way, and a factory would have
I
gotten me
was scared
close.
about
Yeah.
trying to keep you off of white, but you had the pearl, so I
Yeah.
couldn't take you off of white. I actually was kicking myself. I didn't sinkhole your land, and I let you get to 5 for the vampire, which was, I think you probably would have hit a land anyway, but
We
Yeah.
have to hold that, Ben. We're like, what could you possibly be sitting on? And it had to be Sinkhole or Disenchant to potentially kill a mana source that you'd rather save for a factory or maybe a library. And
Yeah,
then
the factory,
more
sure.
5% here, you're just like, motherfucker. Like,
yeah, it was, I just thought he only has 2 Sangiers, he's got 3 factories, whatever,
right. No, I think you actually made the right play, but didn't work out that time. But it did work out in the long run, so.
In the long run, yeah.
You're so good at drawing Ancestral Recall. Whenever you're a little bit down and out, that Ancestral just hops to the top of your deck.
Actually, the Ancestral in game 2 I had in my opener.
So you
And
took a
I
risk.
waited on it. I
You let him
waited.
attack you with Factory, with Inspector? Wow.
That's my-
Wow.
Ballsy.
Also, I just want to point out, I've been listening to the stream a little bit, and you are very high on Library of Alexandria. certainly not in your sideboard.
Of course.
I agree, not in your sideboard or in the main deck.
Right. So you understand the truth. That's all you're saying. Okay.
Congrats to both of you for making it this far. Rubens, You get this
nice.
Park Cofield altered counterspell.
Nice.
Second place because his spell is fizzling a little bit, but he's got the lobster bib and the table marker.
Thanks, DFB. Thank you, man.
So that's on its way to you.
Thank
and
you.
And Ben, congrats! You're the champion of LobstercoM.
Thanks, man.
You get the Park Cofield altered balance with the lobster bib and the lobster on the scale, because it's probably a three or 4 pounder.
I love it. Love it. That's awesome.
Good sized lobster for you. Thanks both of you for participating.
Yeah,
And
Thanks.
that was
amazing,
a great
DFB.
match
Yeah,
to show in the
cool
finals.
matches.
This was great. Yeah.
Thanks, Mano. Thanks, Simon.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
welcome,
Thanks
guys.
for all this.
Great showing, you guys. It was really a breath of fresh air to see two, fair-ish Hymn to Torak decks, albeit very different versions of a similar deck, duking it out in the finals instead of all these fucking robots. We really appreciate what you guys have done today.
Yeah, six Juhzuhms in the finals. I think the price will go up.
I know. Well, 5/5s are great against 4/4s, right? We've clearly learned that lesson in the top 8. So
That's just math.
Yeah, I like it.
even my kids know that one.
All right. Well, that's the show. Thanks again, guys. Simon, thank you so much for hosting the stream this weekend. I really deeply appreciate it. Thanks, Mano, for sticking it out and doing commentary, basically a marathon yesterday and today.
Of course.
Thanks again, Lobster Judge Josh, for all your support this weekend. To Svante, to Rich Bork for doing the stream on Friday night. All of the raffle, the folks who bought raffle tickets, congrats again to all the winners, and for everyone who was a part of this. I mean, this is it sucked to have to do this online this year, but we really made the best of the situation. It's been just an honor and a privilege to put this together for the community. So thank you.
I have one question though for you, Ben. I saw the disenchant.
Yeah.
Why did you sideboard it in? I'm just curious.
I thought that he would bring in both Spirit Link and Book.
Yeah.
And he also has factories. So I just thought that would be acceptable over some of the other cards that were in my main.
Yeah.
And I actually boarded it back out for game 3.
Okay. Yeah, we were just wondering.
I thought Book would be pretty good against me if we get into a situation where it's just, depleted resources and all of a sudden he's got a Book and he's drawing extra cards.
Yeah.
I was worried about the Book. I was worried about the Maze. I was worried about the Falling Stars.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to make sure I was covered,
Right.
Yeah.
Just
I agree. It was a little awkward.
Yeah. Seems like a good idea.
But that's it. The marginal sideboard. Like you're just figuring out, would you rather have the third Sinkhole or the first Disenchant or the first Red Blast and those marginal sideboard cards? That's where people make their money in old school, right? And like, I feel like having you actually defended it pretty well. Like just the chance that he has a Spirit Link or God forbid that Book, which we thought he would probably bring in. Book is a game winner in a battle of attrition like this. So having out to that is a big deal.
You always kill the Book, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Then I actually don't have any more questions. The raffle, will the winners be somewhere? Will we have the top 8 decks anywhere? And
So all of that will be posted. The list of raffle winners will go up. Obviously, the tournament report will come out, at some point this week with all 120 something deck photos. List of the top 8. We'll evaluate the spicy decks. We'll figure out who the highest unpowered deck was to award the Hacks whiteboarded strip mine and a bunch of other stuff to come. So there's still a bunch of content on the way coming out next week, and a lot of raffle prizes and the prizes to the top 8, et cetera, going out. So stay tuned, and there'll be a bunch online in the next couple of days.
Thanks, DFB.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Thanks, guys.
Hope to
Thanks,
see you
guys,
guys in
for
person
hosting
next
this.
year.
This was great.
Looking forward to it.
yeah.
All right, take care.
All
See you
right.
guys. Thanks.
Bye, everyone.
See you guys.
Bye-bye.